Hi everyone, welcome back to Everything Improvised. Thierry here. So today I've chosen a very easy jazz standards, Autumn Leaves. Well, like plenty of jazz standards, Autumn Leaves was a popular song before being a jazz standard. So there's plenty of very popular jazz standards that were pop songs actually. So very old pop songs. That's for sure. But so Autumn Leaves actually is a French song, and it's been written in the 50s, I guess, or something. Anyway, it was a ballad, quite boring. I mean, for me. Anyway, otherwise I love it. While it's to play jazz, and you can play it what's really good with jazz, you can play it like sometimes some tunes you can play very fast or very slow, and something in between as well. But well, today I choose it to do like kind of a reggae thing. It's kind of fun in half time, and well. I didn't want first to get too much into theory, but I guess we have to because I'm gonna go very slow and because what's happening in Autumn Leaves, as I written in the subtitles, it's every chords of the progression except for the thing that goes down the four chords that goes down at the end of the progression. It's just this very tiny modulations, but actually everything's is, and it's a good example of a tune that uses major and its relative minor chords as well. So it's actually the same chords, but when we start, actually, we go like A minor 7, D7, D9. I recommend you write the chord progression, and so actually let's just see in the key we're in the key of G, and we're gonna see all the chords that are built on each note of the key of C, and that'll be exactly the same for any key. But you'll have to transpose everything, and you have to take care of a few things. Well, but I'll tell you later. But today we're going to see the chords that are in the key of C. So the first one, and we play kind of jazz stuff. We're going to play major and minor seventh chords. So the first chord is going to be G, major 7. The second one is going to be A minor 7. The third one is going to be B minor 7. The fourth is going to be C major 7. The fifth is going to be D7 or D9. Well, so you can note that in a major key there's only one dominant seventh chord. That's the 5 chords. So do, sol, la, si, do, sol, la, ti, do, re, and re is the fifth chord. So the fifth chord is the only one. That's what's really funny with the blues anyway, because the blues are only dominant seventh chord. But in classical harmony and jazz harmony actually as well, you only have one major triad with a minor 7. That's what's called a dominant chord. Sorry, dominant seventh chord. So that's a major chord, major triad, but with a seventh, minor seventh, and this is only the 5th degree that's got this quality of chord. Otherwise, it's so first G major 7, A minor 7 for the second, B E minor 7 for the third, C major 7, D7, then E minor 7, let's do it here, so this is the 6, E minor 7, and the 7th chord, it's a special chord because it's called minor 7 flat 5. This is, and we're going to, there's a pretty extended use of it in Autumn Leaves, because actually in Autumn Leaves what's happening is it's when we're going from the G major key to the E minor relative key of G major. So we have what we call the 2-5-1, but in E minor. So that's, so the 7th actually becomes the 2, and the B7, well, I hope it's going to be understandable. Well, maybe for the moment, so let's just 7. This one is the 7th chord of G major, right? And then we'll go back to G major 7th. So the first chords actually are going like 2, 5, 1, 4, C major 7, and then we have a 2-5 minor, and that's where we're going to the E minor relative key, or it's exactly the same for scales or for chords actually. So here, there we got, that goes together, the B, the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7, I do a B altered with a sharp 5th, back to the 1, then we just went to the relative minor key of G major. It's just like for the scales when we've seen, I told you about, so if I go, I start G major scale here, then if I go back, down, sorry, and I start the very same scale from the E note, and I ended up on the E as well, I'm going to play what we talked the other day, E minor natural. So this is E natural, natural minor, minor natural. Exactly the same, but if I'm starting from G, but if I start on G and end on G as well, this is G major scale. And so we have beginning of the tune is really in G major. So this is the 2 chord, which is always minor or minor 7th, minor 9, whatever. We'll see tensions later on, and anyway, there's plenty of things to do, but let's keep it simple and go like so: 2, then the 5 chords, and then the 1 chord. 2-5-1 is very, very, very famous cadence, and you'll see that a lot in jazz and pop. I mean, if it's rock, you can go like a well, I mean C major. If I do it in G, I went like I can go like a 4. I could do it like Anyway, this is so. You see, this is exactly the same cadence of Autumn Leaves when I did like with chord with fifth, anyway, I guess you know what I mean. So we're really 2, 5, 1, 4. Sorry, the tuning is not great, but and so there until then we're anyway. Sorry about that. I'm going to do a lot of, well, from now on I'm going to do 2 episodes a week, just with 1 tune a week, but I mean, but I'm recording because it takes a long time, and but we're going to get into a serious thing and into transcribing, so I'm going to, and we're going to work on arpeggios as well. Arpeggios are simply the chords that are spelled, so the thing is, if I want to play a G major 7th arpeggio, I'm gonna go like, I'm spelling the chord, so I play the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the major 7th. It takes a long time. So don't be rushed and don't think you're not well veneer. It takes a long time to master arpeggios. It sounds great, and I did that for years. Now I'm not using that much arpeggios I used to before, but it's so. But you can. It's a very good exercise as well. Anyway, to go like to do all your arpeggios, like we can go like. The first chord, the second chord, which is A minor 7, La, Do, Mi, So, then B minor 7, C major 7, D7, the only 7 chord, dominant 7 chord, then E minor 7, and the last one, F sharp minor 7 flat 5. And then I go back to G major 7. Anyway, so this is all the arpeggios of all the chords of the G major key. Okay? I'm just gonna stop and see you just right now because I don't want to have a crash. So let's stop it now. Okay, welcome back. So yes, so the thing is, the problem is always the same on guitar. Is there's a bunch of so many positions on about the G major scale. I can go like G major scale, third position. I can go with open strings. Sorry about the mic hiding. So this is G major scale at 0 position or whatever. Anyway, this is second position, third position. Then I can go, well, seventh position would be. So I guess the good thing, as I told you, is to try to change position within a chord, or just a string, like then another position here, ninth position, second finger, so I suggest you really work on the I can go like anyway, it's a lot of work, I know, but it's very worth it, because what you can do, like, for instance, like on the first chord, something very common is to use, instead of using on A minor 7th, instead of using the A minor 7th arpeggio, you can use the C major 7th arpeggio. It sounds pretty good because they share a lot of common notes. They share the Do, the Mi, the Sol, and then I have the B, that is a ninth of C major 7th. So anyway, so I recommend you practice with arpeggio. You take your time, and well, alors, we're going to see what's happening with this minor transition, because what's happening actually is the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. We're not going to take it as a 7th degree of the G major scale. We're going to take it we're going to think it as the 2nd degree of E minor. So this part, when it gets to, this is a 2 minor, a 2-5 minor. And this is the 1. So 2-5-1 in E minor. And that's what's happening in the tune. So since we got to the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7, or whatever B outer, well, it's in E7, we'll see that later on. So minor. So we're in the key of E minor natural. No, actually not really natural. That's what, this is the only thing that we've seen. We talked about the difference between a minor harmonic, melodic minor and harmonic minor. And then if it was, what's going to happen on the B7, that's where we're going to need to raise the 7th, and so we'll get to what we've seen the other day, the harmonic minor scale. It's just like a natural minor, but with a raised 7, I mean a natural 7, a major 7. And that'll fit perfectly on and then we go back to the G major key. This is 2, 5, 1 in G major, but this is 2, 5, 1 in E minor, which is the relative minor scale of G major scale. So in G major, our 2, 5, 1 will be, it's going to be a major 2, 5, 1. A minor 7, D7, G major 7, or whatever. But if you say that this is I told you this is the 7th degree of G major scale. That's right. But we're not going to think. We're going to put the 2 and the 5 chord just in between brackets and consider it like as the 2 minor, 2, 5 minor of 1, which is the relative minor of G, E minor 7. This is a beautiful E minor 6 chord, 6/9. Really sounds pretty good for endings, like on very old jazz standards, like. Anyway, so that makes a lot of work already, I guess. So, as I told you, next time in well, not sure I'll be able to do that in the coming days, but anyway, yes, I'll try to. But what I'm gonna do next time, we're gonna keep staying on that. And I'm going to repeat you the same things over and over because that's the way it is and that's the way you guys are going to understand things. So at the moment, it's very important for you to learn. And in any key, if I'm going to the key of C, let's go to the key of C because that's usually what the chords built on the key of C. It's going to be exactly the same. They're going to have the same character. The first one is going to be C major 7. The second one's going to be minor 7. The third one minor 7. But be careful because between the 3 and the 4th degree we have 1 half step. It's much easier to see that on the keyboard because that's where you have 2 white keys close to each other, close to one another. So that means it's just a half step. So it's on guitar, it's not that easy, but it's very important because that's why in G, as we've just seen, we have G, A minor 7, B minor 7, but then this is 1, 2, 3, between 3 and 4 we have a half step and not a whole step. A half step, so I end up on C major 7, And then between 7 and the octave, I got a half step as well. So in C major, I'm going to go C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, flat 5. Exactly the same. The chords have exactly the same quality, whatever key you're in. But you really have to be careful between the 3rd and 4th degree. It's got to be a half step, and the 7th and 8th degree as well, where it is a half step. Otherwise, it's a whole step. So it's two frets. Otherwise, so that's why in G major we have an F sharp at the key, F sharp. But in C major we don't have anything because it goes like Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. But if you go up a half step, well, it's pretty easy on the guitar because it's transposing instruments. But on the keyboard you have to change everything. So you have to go like 1, half, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. I don't know if it's quite clear, but anyway, at the moment. So next time I'm gonna, I suggest if you can try to work. I've been playing not that fast, and I've been doing some kind of easy phrases. But anyway, next time we'll go back to Autumn Leaves, and I'm gonna give you some lines to transcribe, some easy lines, like I'm gonna play them twice or 3 or 4 times, like. Well, not as long as that, but and we're gonna see later on a lot of chromatism as well. You see, there's anyway, I'm not going to do lines as long as that. I'm going to go very easy and slow, and you guys have to transcribe what I'm playing. Anyway, you have a big help with the fingers. I might tell you the notes on the one I'm starting, and that's the way we're going to go. So anyway, thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon in the coming days, I guess. Take it easy. Bye to everyone.